The Renault 5 is one of the best small electric cars in Europe right now. I have said that before, most reviewers have said it. So Alpine took the same car, widened the arches, added rally-inspired headlights, fitted bigger brakes, and raised the price by roughly 10,000 euros. The question is whether that 10,000 buys you a genuinely different car, or just a more expensive way to feel the same thing. After walking around the A290 GTS at the Salzburg Motor Show, I have an answer, and a number on the window sticker that complicates it. By the end of this, you will know exactly who should buy this car and who should save the money and buy the Renault. The exterior is where the A290 earns its first argument against the Renault 5. In Weiss Blanc Naval Metallic, the GTS sits lower and wider than the standard car in a way that photographs do not fully communicate. The widened arches are not cosmetic bolt-ons. They are structural changes to the body that accommodate a wider track and larger wheels. The 19-inch snowflake alloys in gloss black are a GTS-specific design, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport S5 tires developed specifically for this car. At the front, the quad headlights carry Alpine's X motif, a nod to the tape that rally drivers used to strap across glass headlights to shatter-proof them in competition. The dashboard will look familiar if you have spent time in a Renault 5. The layout is shared. The 10.1-inch touchscreen sits high on the dash, angled toward the driver, running Google built-in with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But the details are where Alpine spent the budget. The flat-bottom steering wheel is the centerpiece, with aluminium buttons inspired by Alpine's Formula One connection. On the left, a rotary dial sets the regenerative braking level across 4 stages. On the right, you toggle between driving modes. And in the middle, a red OV button, the overtake button, that delivers full power instantly when you press it. I find that kind of detail genuinely charming in a car at this price. It is a toy, and it knows it is a toy, and it does not pretend to be anything else. The sports seats are trimmed in blue and white leather with enough bolstering to hold you through corners without making you fight to get in and out. The Devialet sound system is standard on the GTS, and for a car this small, it fills the cabin in a way I was not expecting. Wireless smartphone charging sits in the center console alongside the gear selector buttons. Now, the honest problem: there are no cup holders. Alpine removed them to fit the raised center console and gear selector. The door bins are shallow enough that a water bottle will slide out the moment you take a corner with any enthusiasm. First morning with this car, you will have a coffee from a service station and spend the first traffic light wondering where to put it. It does not go in the door. It does not go anywhere. That is a compromise you need to know about before signing anything. The rear cabin is not the reason you buy this car, and Alpine knows it. The seat base sits low relative to the floor, which means taller passengers will find their knees higher than their hips. For children, it works. 2 sets of ISOFIX mounts are fitted, and the cutout shape of the dashboard actually gives the front passenger room to push their seat forward for child seat access. For adults above 175 centimeters, a trip across the city is tolerable. A road trip is not. The 5-door layout is a genuine advantage over the 3-door Mini JCW Electric, where getting into the back seat is an exercise in flexibility. No door bins in the rear, no creature comforts beyond a 12-volt socket. This is a space that exists because regulations and practicality required it, not because anyone expected you to enjoy spending time here. The boot holds 326 liters, around 11.5 cubic feet. That is larger than the Mini Electric's 210 liters and smaller than the Abarth 600e's 360. A weekly grocery run fits. 2 cabin-sized suitcases fit. The load lip is high, which makes sliding heavier items a bit awkward. But there is underfloor storage beneath the boot floor for the charging cable, which is a practical touch that earns its place. The rear seats fold in a 60-40 split when you need more room. For a car under 4 meters long, the boot is honestly better than I expected. It will not replace an estate car, but it will handle daily life without complaint. 218 horsepower, 300 Newton-meters from 0, front-wheel drive, 6.4 seconds to 100, around 6.1 seconds to 60 miles per hour. Not a headline number, but the A290 is not chasing headlines. 300 Newton-meters through the front axle of a car weighing 1,479 kilograms feels immediate and alert every time you ask for it. The 52 kilowatt-hour battery returns roughly 362 kilometers WLTP, around 225 miles. Real world, expect 280 to 300 kilometers, roughly 175 to 185 miles. DC charging at 100 kilowatts brings you from 15 to 80% in 30 minutes. A coffee stop. For daily use, the math works. For regular motorway trips over 300 kilometers, you will feel the battery's limits. This A290 GTS on the Salzburg Motor Show floor lists at €46,900 with the driving packet, safety packet, and Brembo calipers in Alpine Blue. Base price starts at $38,700, but the Sonnleitner show discount drops it to $43,500. The gap to a comparably equipped Renault 5 is still roughly €10,000. The Mini JCW Electric asks similar money for a 3-door car with a harsher ride and less boot space. Whether you close that gap is your decision. The A290 GTS is the most desirable electric hot hatch in Europe in 2026. The details, the overtake button, the rally headlights, the bespoke tires make you want to walk back and look at it after you have parked. What it does not have is a rational argument against the Renault 5 for anyone who just needs a good small electric car. This is for the person who wants it, and wanting it at this price is either the best or the worst reason to buy anything. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one, and don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.